Well, hello everybody. Michael Ian Black reporting from the wilds of Connecticut. Catching up on my sad sads. Steve Agee, thank you for your nice words about my special. Am I happy with it or not? I don't know. It's hard doing these things. It's hard putting things out there. It's hard feeling like they're any good. But when people that I like and respect are kind to me about them, whether they mean it or not, it makes things better. So, whether or not you mean it, thank you very much. Also, thank you to Josh, who wrote me a nice email about it. Everybody else who hasn't said anything, I will not assume that they didn't watch it, because I think we can all agree that I'm the most important thing in everybody's life. So to think that you wouldn't watch it is somewhat inconceivable. What is conceivable is that you didn't like it. Not only conceivable, but likely, and are therefore following the if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all philosophy, which in general is a good philosophy to follow. But we all know that trick, don't we? That being said, this is not me fishing. I'm actually just making jokes right now, and please do not say anything about my special at this point. I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about Steve Agee's kidney stone, and all of his various medical ailments, which are just terrible, as Sam Levine pointed out. Steve, I think of you like the planet Jupiter, because you know how Jupiter kind of is our solar system's vacuum cleaner, meaning it's so sort of it's the biggest planet in the solar system, and so all the bad things in the solar system come to Jupiter instead of hurtling towards the inner solar system. And the rest of the planets don't have to deal with all the terrible things because Jupiter takes all the bad stuff. Steve, you are the tallest sadster, I think by a lot. For people who don't know, Steve Agee is 7'2", and so you are like Jupiter of the sadsters, and you get the kidney stones and every medical ailment that any of us currently has, you have already had, and you give us the benefit of your experience and wisdom with those things. So I thank you. My bursitis seems to be better, but now look at the elbow where it was flooded with Jameson's, now looks sort of crusted over, and so now it's turning into what looks like psoriasis, which is another delight. But it's still a little bit swollen. You can see that I still have kind of a patchy elephant skin elbow, which I didn't have before. But this is what happens as you get older. Your own medical ailments start to become interesting. The things that take on more importance as you get older are medical ailments and food. Food becomes just the most fascinating topic of conversation in the world, because what you realize is that most of life is about stuffing holes, some kind of hole. Either you're stuffing your own hole or stuffing another hole with parts of your body that do hole stuffing. Generally applies to males, not females. For females, you're just always in a process of getting holes stuffed. And that could be music, where you're stuffing your ears, or movies, where you're stuffing your eyes. But the mouth becomes sort of more and more important the older you get. You get orally fixated all over again. And you realize that life doesn't get much better than just eating shit all the time. And so you start thinking about food constantly. And also, you just start retaining weight. I don't know if it's because you're eating more, or your metabolism slows down, or what have you, but since my special aired, pretty much for the first time in my life, people are telling me I'm fat, I'm pudgy, I look bad, and it hurts my feelings. First of all, I don't even weigh 160 pounds. I'm 5'10". I mean, I'm not a fat guy. But does that mean I'm not now starving myself? No. Of course it doesn't mean I'm not now starving myself. In other words, I'm now dieting. Because I'm a 12-year-old fucking girl. That's who I am. I'm a 12-year-old girl. And like a 12-year-old girl, I have an enormous crush on Justin Bieber and tremendous body issues. Uh, but, unlike a 12-year-old girl, very confident about my own sexuality. And I know exactly what I'm attracted to, which is other 12-year-old girls.